From Hamilton Radio Studios, from 206 to the 609 and beyond, it's WTF with Tracy and Friends. The most fun you can have on a Wednesday, with your clothes on. Now, the 2023 nominee for Best Female Podcast Host, Tracy Brannigan.
Happy Wednesday. Welcome back, little effers. It's WTF with Tracy and Friends. I'm Tracy Brannigan, and these are my friends. I have John Donito and Melissa Ledoux in the house tonight. Guys, it's been a minute. Welcome back.
It has been. Thanks for having us back.
It has been a minute. Today is Wednesday, July 10th, 2024. July 10th. Also, a shout out, happy 12th birthday to my son, my baby, Cole Brannigan, turned 12 years old today.
Happy birthday, Cole.
He'll be so mad that I announced his birthday, but I don't care. You know, he's not that, everything, my breathing embarrasses him.
He's not in school, though. No one's going to see him tomorrow and say anything, so hey.
True. As a matter of fact, he and his entire goon squad are at our house right now. They came over for pizza and swimming and whatnot. So Godspeed to Bob for holding the fort down, handling all that madness right now. I had to run out for the show.
God bless him.
No telling what I'm going to go home to. I don't know. But it's good, though, that he's tied up with that. So Bob will not be listening to the show tonight, so I can freely discuss this topic. And this is a raging debate in our house right now. I need to know, when you are cooking on the gas grill and you're done, how do you turn off the gas grill? What is the correct way to turn off a gas grill? Because, we're battling over this.
That's a great question.
All right, so Spill, how do you turn off the grill?
So I feel the proper way is to first turn off the gas, and then and you hear a little popping sound, so all the gas is out of the line, and then you turn off the knobs of the grill. So there's no gas in the line. Should something happen, there's no gas outside of the safe canister, and it just cuts down a little bit.
And Melissa Ledoux, how do you turn off a gas grill?
I would have said knobs first. I don't have any reason for that. Just knobs first, then
because they're right there.
Because they're right there, and you want to make sure the thing is off before you go messing around.
All right, TikTok viewers, what do you say? What's the correct way to turn off the gas grill? Valve first or knobs first? All right, so I also say the gas valve first, only so that you empty the line, so there's no remaining gas in the line, and then you turn off the knobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I say. So I'm right.
I absolutely would say you're right.
I'm guessing Bob does not agree.
No, he was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? How else would you turn off a grill?" He's like, "The knobs first." And I'm like, "Why? That doesn't make any sense." And
does he have a reason?
I don't think so. I don't know. I just
see, and also if there's any kind of fault in the knob and the valve that lets the gas go to the burner, then you might have a slow leak, and then you're going to lose all your gas, or some gas. But there's very rarely a leak from the tank itself.
Yeah, well, I paid attention in chemistry class that day, and I remember how to properly light the Bunsen burner, and you always turn off the fuel source first. So it would just make sense. It's a fuel source of gas, so
giant
do
Bunsen
the same
burner.
thing. I mean, I wasn't the best student, just out of sheer laziness, but when I paid attention,
it makes sense.
Yeah.
So
it's logical, it's practical. I don't see anything wrong with it.
All right, well,
whereas
I would
just turning off the knob,
love to get more opinions on that. But all right, so we think that's the right way.
Absolutely.
Melissa and Bob are wrong.
Yeah. And it's not a huge difference, it will blow up, but in
why
a small
have
chance,
that
exactly.
That
why
gas
tempt fate?
Right in the line. Why have that trapped in the line? And you could
why John does the grilling.
Blow your face up when you're lighting the grill next time.
Oh, I still do that, but
you still do that. All right. Well, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. So,
yes.
I mean, really, we've been debating this to the nth degree.
Did either of you Google it to see if there is a right answer?
Yes, we did in fact Google it, and there are both answers. Google failed us. So I really don't know what the right answer is.
I think our way is right.
I do too. That's what I'm going. Like I always say I don't want to be right all the time. Like I don't want to be right all the time. It's a lot of pressure.
I know. It's a gift and
Oh my
a
God,
curse.
He loves being right.
I
Happens
just
so
it's a
often.
lot. Anyway, speaking of birthdays, from the Icebreaker Queen on TikTok. Oh, you had somebody that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, right before
content
we
creator.
started. Yeah. So going through TikTok, and if you've ever seen those, come across those stories where it's somebody, all right, now it's story time, I got to explain this. And they're talking, you don't know what they're talking about. They don't show a video clip, a picture, nothing. And
Like we don't know what you're talking about right now.
yeah. And you're like, what is this person talking about? And then there's a search thing, which if you try this, it never gets you to the actual story. So like, what are these people talking about? Well, in the comments of one of these mess of videos was somebody's like, oh, I think her name is Cliff Notes Lady. It's something along those lines, Cliff Notes something. And this woman condenses, she looks at all these, and one was like a 15-part TikTok video explanation of some like bridesmaids feud or something. And she summarized it in 2 minutes.
Okay.
I like that.
And it's stuff I really don't care about, but if I'm going to see all this stupid stuff all the time, at least,
Yeah.
all right, make it worth my while. So I went through and some of her things, and they're all kind of labeled, and she tells you this party and that party and what's happening and what the conclusion was. Perfect.
She does all the heavy TikToking for you.
Yeah.
I'll check her out. Who is she? The Cliff Note Queen?
Cliff Note Lady, Cliff Note Queen.
Cliff Note Lady.
Yeah.
All right, I'll check her out. That reminds me of this guy. I wish I could remember his name. I mentioned him on a show a couple episodes ago. I do follow him, but he basically does the same thing, but he's got a giant whiteboard, and he does a whole whiteboard presentation. Like he did one. This is one of my favorite ones of his was the beef between Drake, and. What the hell is his name?
Kendrick Lamar.
Thank you, Kendrick Lamar and Drake, like the whole beef. He broke it down for his mother.
Oh, I love it.
And like she was totally in the know. It was great. But it was so funny. And I was like, we need this guy to do this for everything. He breaks down
Yeah.
all kinds of like pop culture things.
Do you remember his name?
I think it's Brandon. I'll have to check, but he is great. I guess you could probably just look up like the whiteboard
I
guy.
was gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look up whiteboard guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because something like that feud.
Downtown Brandon or something.
When it first started, like they're like, oh, it's really nothing, and like people weren't getting involved, and then just like escalated. Like every day, every other day, there was something new, and I'm like, I'm not catching up with this. I really don't care that much to look it all up, and they're dropping like diss tracks back and forth. I'm like,
Yeah.
you lost me. I'm like, give me a summary of what happened.
Yeah.
I think Kendrick Lamar seemed to have won the day by
Kendrick
far,
Lamar
right?
won the century.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree
So-
on that. But yeah, I love when you come across a great content creator on TikTok and you're just like, where have they been my whole life?
Yes, this is what this is.
There's
for.
so many.
Yeah.
Another one that I love, the Icebreaker Queen, and we're going to be using a lot of her content tonight. She does like icebreaker questions. Like that's her icebreaker question of the day. She does. So I love those. They're fun for like everything. They're good for like topics for this show that we talk about different things, parties. Like it's good for work events and anyway. So Icebreaker Queen. Speaking of birthdays, she had a whole list that I came across about birthdays. Would you rather? So would you rather a surprise party or a planned party? A planned get together.
Planned get together.
No surprise for you, huh?
Only because I want the control to know like who's gonna be there. Is it something I want to do?
Right. What should I wear?
Right. What should
What's
I wear?
the dress
What if someone plans a
code?
surprise and then I show up in like sweatpants? Like that would be
Correct.
fun.
Yeah, but everyone will know. They all know it's a surprise.
She might not. Like, what's the cover story to get her there?
Yeah,
Like,
Well,
you know,
see-
a good cover story.
you could do her
See,
dirty and be
that's-
like, "We're going,"
Going to Walmart.
Yeah.
Going your Sunday best. Like,
right,
All
right.
right, hold on, I got to change some plans then. But that's all part of the surprise. Where I'm presuming it's a well-planned surprise.
well, I guess that's true. Like, who's planning the surprise could make a difference.
Right? Isn't that always what you
But if
ask?
it's a surprise, you don't know who's
Right,
planning it. You don't know any of
Like,
this.
Would you rather?
So
But that's
what would
how-
you rather?
I would rather a surprise.
You would.
The excitement of the surprise.
The excitement of the surprise.
Right? Like I love a good surprise. Don't give me like scaring, like jump scare bullshit. That's not a surprise because you'll get punched in the face. But a surprise, happy birthday. Yes, bring it on.
Yes,
Bring it on.
happy
Where it doesn't matter
birthday.
where it is. Hey, I'll take a party at Walmart if it's a surprise.
All right.
All right. Trey?
Birthday weekend or birthday month?
Weekend.
Month. I knew he was gonna say.
I gotta go with day only because
Just a day.
every year my birthday is like such a busy like week. It's just totally overshadowed. Serafina stole my birthday. Your daughter stole my birthday.
She's
So
like 5 days off.
well, but it's all about her. You know, it's like nobody cares about my birthday.
She was supposed to steal mine.
That's
She was-
right.
her due date was on my birthday,
Well, thank you very
which
much.
I
She
would have
stole my
loved.
birthday.
but she came very early. So
But it's always like communions. It's always somebody's communion, a
Yeah.
wedding, like just all kinds of mayhem around my birthday. Another birthday, Haley's birthday, June 13th, always a million things. It's like right before Father's Day and like it's like
Right,
that
yeah.
weekend and the end of school year. Like it's just her
Then
birthday.
She runs into like graduation.
Yeah, graduation.
chaos,
Her
time of
birthday
chaos.
gets lost in the shuffle, and mine does too. But I'm okay with it. I'm not a huge like birthday person anyway.
yeah.
But now that I'm getting older, like now I want to celebrate my birthday. 'Cause I
so
mean,
like the
I don't know
reverse.
how many I'm gonna have left. Like now I'm like, up. Super producer Ruben is on the
Is it on?
scene.
This thing on?
This thing is not on. This thing is not on. But we're professionals. We'll just keep moving along.
Yeah.
But now that I am in my midlife crisis full swing, I do want to celebrate the birthdays. I never really did before, so that's interesting.
Yeah, we were never really a big birthday family, like celebrating,
Yeah,
planning ahead. Like when we were little, right? You always had the
like a
the
birthday
kids part,
party.
the house, and all that. But beyond that, it just wasn't always like a big thing. Like to
Family
have.
party. I mean,
Yeah.
like parties have gotten so out of control now for for everything. It's like there's a theme and the this and the that and just the whole Pinterest element of it. And like
Yeah.
I love
Right. I think
Oh,
people
look at
are
that.
like more concerned with making it aesthetically pleasing
that
than like for the kid.
It like look, first birthdays always went big for a first birthday. But like I can't do that. I don't have that time to do that for every party. It's like
Every year.
who can do that? But people do. That's wild. I can't. Okay, so homemade cake or store bought?
Homemade.
Homemade.
What kind? What do you want for homemade cake?
We're talking about for birthdays or just in general?
Birthday.
Just like vanilla cake, vanilla frosting, like
White on white.
super basic,
White
I
on
li- I
white.
like a homemade ice
but
cream
like
cake.
homemade.
Homemade ice cream cake.
Yeah.
Who makes a homemade ice cream
Nobody's
cake?
doing that.
I've done it's
What do
good.
you melt the ice cream to refreeze it and make it
Refreeze
into a cake?
Basically, yes. Springform pan. You soften ice cream, do a little layer on the bottom. You get the crunched up cookie pieces as your bottom. Your ice cream. Do a little fudge as the barrier. Your second layer, probably a different ice cream flavor if you want. Top with Cool Whip, and then you refreeze it for a day or so. Then you got the best ice cream ever because it's flavors that you
Or
chose.
you just go to Carvel.
Or you get a Cookie Puss from Carvel.
Or Dairy Queen. My family, my boys are like big ice cream cake fans. Like big, like they always want ice cream cakes. I'm not a fan of ice cream or cake. Like I would want like birthday pizza or like birthday tacos
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, birthday
absolutely.
tacos.
or a birthday martini. That would be good.
That would be good.
That would be a good one. A birthday martini. Yes.
Picture of margarita.
An espresso martini with a birthday candle on the side, and I'm a happy camper.
Now that you're getting old, you'll need that caffeine to stay up and
You're
enjoy the
damn
rest
right
of the party.
I do. I need that caffeine to stay up past 9 o'clock. Absolutely. 1,000,000%. Okay. What comes next? The theme party or an elegant dinner?
This one's easy. Theme party.
A theme party. What theme?
Anything that you can like dress up. I don't know though, like specific.
All right. I do love a theme too, but I don't want to plan the theme. Like, just tell me what the theme is and, like, I'll show. I don't want to plan the party with the theme. So much pressure.
It's a lot of work, yeah.
It is.
Right, well that's the thing. If you go like too complicated, then people won't participate. Because they'll be like, no, where am I getting a Great Gatsby costume?
So, I mean, but they could be simple too. Like, my friends and I do a First Friday get together. We started every first Friday of the month, of every month. We get together, and we started doing themes. Like, nothing crazy. Like, we'll just do the food. But I have a feeling as we get deeper into this,
It's gonna just
it's
keep
gonna,
growing.
Yeah. We're gonna.
You should
just
do.
Really,
I've always wanted to do like the color food theme, where everyone is assigned a
Yes.
color, and they bring a big tray of food
that
in that color.
Oh.
I think that would
Ooh.
be so fun.
You know what? That might be the theme for next.
That's a good first Friday.
Guys, next First Friday, colors. I love it. That's a good one. All right, John, theme party or elegant dinner?
I would say elegant dinner.
What do you mean by elegant dinner? Describe your elegant dinner.
Well, actually, I was 2 weekends ago, was at a bachelor party, and we went to a nice steakhouse in Philly.
Elegant dinner.
And I think a nice upscale steakhouse. It's just amazing.
Is there a dress code? Like jackets required?
No. So one of the guys said, "Oh, there's a dress code like business casual," but no one else. I didn't see it on their site, so I don't know if it was official. One guy wore like nice, like khaki shorts, like dress shorts and a shirt. They didn't turn anyone away, so it's kind of like suggested, but they don't really adhere to it.
Yeah.
But it was really good. I haven't been to a nice steakhouse in a long time, so
Where did you go? Was it good? How good was it?
it was really good. It's called Butcher and Singer.
Butcher.
It's a Steven Starr restaurant.
Yeah.
So it's
Heard of him.
it's very nice, and the food was amazing, and it was one of those where it was pricey, but like worth the
Worth
price.
the price.
Which at expensive restaurants, I need the food to be up to what you're charging.
Yeah.
Which doesn't always happen. It usually does, but this was definitely one of those places worth every penny. kind
What'd you
of place.
get?
I went with the filet, which I'm not usually a filet guy, but I like the bone-in ribeye, which was
Bone-in
on
ribeye.
special for there that night. And she's explaining, I'm like, oh, that sounds amazing. I'm thinking, what's on special? It's gonna be a little pricey. The filet was like $65 for an 8-ounce, 10-ounce filet. Good size, good price for it.
That is a good price.
Yeah. And I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be up there because on special. It's like you can have that tonight for I think like $115 or like $125. I'm like, oh, I'll stick with the ribeye
The filet.
and the filet, and it was amazing.
They told you the price though with the special.
They
I'm
did.
surprised.
I know. No place.
Nobody
does
ever
that.
tells you how much a special is.
I wasn't gonna get it because it was, and I knew it would be up there. I didn't expect that, so she was like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That
get the
is
filet.
so fun. We went out for like a holiday dinner with friends. Like we do an annual like holiday dinner. And we went to this place and Bob got the special. It was like 2 like 5-ounce fillets and I don't know if it had crab meat on it or like a crab cake. But it was like $120. And they were overcooked. Yeah, they
Oh,
were
so
like
not
well
worth
done.
it. Oh.
We never asked the price of what it was, and he wouldn't have cared if they were like cooked correctly. He would not send it back. Like he would never even send it back. Like he
Was it a
just-
steakhouse?
No, it was not
Okay.
specifically a steakhouse.
But still, right? He didn't want to send it back?
No, he never would send anything back. He just, and I don't either. Like
I was gonna say I don't really
never send anything back.
It would have to be
So
very
he
wrong.
ate it, but then when it, the bill came out and then he saw the price, like he was so mad.
He was wishing he sent it
Oh,
back.
right, because he didn't know the price, or else he
Correct.
may have.
Look, if
Yeah.
no, he would never send it back under any circumstances, but that was just like the icing on the cake. Like
Yeah.
he's like, we're never coming back here again. Like, just we're never coming back to this establishment. Also, a lot of places.
Was
now
it a place
start-
that you normally go?
We've gone? I mean, it's not in like the regular rotation, but we maybe like once a year we go there.
Okay.
But also, a lot of establishments started doing like a 3% charge for cards.
Oh, yes.
Too. So like we ended up having to put it on the card because like not everybody had cash. So like one guy was like, I'll put it on my card. So like he was even more appalled over that they were like charging more.
Oh.
It was just a perfect storm of nonsense. But he ruined steak for me. Like I never get steak out because he makes such a good steak at home that it's just never.
It's not
He
going to
does
be as
make
good.
that awesome
Good.
steak,
He
yeah.
makes an awesome steak, so I can't.
Oh, I need to go to your house
You
for
do.
a good
We'll
steak.
have steak night.
Have you
It's
ever had his?
No.
no. Oh my gosh! All right, we're gonna have steak night.
No,
We're gonna
steak
plan that.
night sounds good.
It's good.
All right, back to the birthday though. The birthday. Would you rather presents or experiences?
Experience.
Presents. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm with you. Experiences for sure. Okay, family only or a big bash of friends?
Big bash.
Big bash, family and friends.
Both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta go both.
Like I feel like we always do both. Like we have a big bash with friends for the kids, and then like you have the family party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why not do
especially
that
when
for
you have
adults?
kids. 'cause
Yeah.
They love their friends, and it's like important for them to socialize and
Yeah.
share that.
Here's a good one: birthday brunch or dinner?
Brunch.
Brunch.
Brunch, right? Hands
brunch.
down.
Oh,
Love brunch.
Brunch is the best,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially a little boozy brunch.
Love a good brunch.
Yeah.
I love a bad brunch too.
Bottomless
Any brunch.
mimosas.
I love brunch.
Yeah.
Brunch.
Yeah, you can drink like a bourbon drink
Right,
at
like
10 a.m. and they're like,
And
"Oh,
it's
yeah,
not
sure."
frowned upon.
Yeah.
right.
It's
There's no such thing
celebrated
as a
in
bad
that.
brunch.
Okay, there's maple syrup in this bourbon. It's fine. You got it.
Yes,
You got
it's
it.
maple
Give me
flavor.
Bring
two.
it on. I'll take a second.
Maple flavored bourbon. That's great. That qualifies it for brunch. I
Mm-hmm.
love it. All right, a trip or staycation?
Ooh.
Is that you have to think about that?
Trip.
I guess trip.
You guess.
You would rather sit home than go.
Well, staycation.
What,
That's not just sitting
What does
home.
that even mean?
Yeah,
Staycation.
no.
It was your question.
Like
So
you're
I imagine you're
home.
off work, right? You don't have to go to work. Do some things locally. Why I hesitate, because at first, like, oh, vacation is like the planning and the getting to and the coming home, and those aren't the fun parts.
You're
They're
not
the
about
worst
it, huh?
part.
Yeah, but you have all those memories and
I do.
experiences
That
while
is
on
true.
the
I
trip.
remember things I do locally also.
All right, this is a silly one. Balloons or streamers?
Balloons.
Balloons.
Balloons, yeah.
Yeah.
Streamers. What?
Lame.
Just throw some paper.
Right?
Right.
Just throw some
Shredded
paper.
paper. What's the point of that?
No.
Okay, traditional birthday song or a personal playlist?
Oh.
You mean like traditional, like
Happy birthday to you.
Just-
A happy birthday song, or do you want a playlist? You don't want them to sing happy birthday to you.
I don't
a
want
playlist?
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want singing.
You don't want singing?
Singing.
Not as an
No.
adult, though.
We were just at the Davises that sang "Happy Birthday," and I was talking, I think, with Joel, and he's like, "It's like the worst song ever." Like it's because people always like it usually ends up being slow and droning on, and I can't sing. No one can sing, right?
Yeah,
and
nobody
it just
can
sounds
sing.
awful, and then
True.
you're sitting like, "All right, do I look at people?" When
Yeah,
they're doing
I
it, do I
think
just
it-
stare at the candles until they're done?
I think
Like,
it just feels awkward when all these people are
awkward.
staring at you and singing
Yeah.
in your face.
yeah. So
No, you have to
playlist-
take in the moment. You have to look around at everybody singing happy birthday to you. Look everybody in the
Why the
eye.
hell are they
Take
here?
in that moment,
Who invited
right?
them?
Now,
What
now
the-
I'm gonna think about that this year's birthday. I'm gonna take it all in.
Take in the moment. Like
So you better
Absorb it.
make
Okay.
sure they're singing.
these are the people I love, right? So you take in the moment.
and they're
Except
willing
the people in
to
that back
sing
corner.
badly for me.
I don't know how they got in.
Why that effort they hear.
Who are
Then you go on to the next one.
Son of a
Really
bitch,
take
King.
in the moment. Remember that. And then
Who let
you
you
look at your
in?
candles. And then you look at your candles and then you think of what your wish is for your birthday blowout.
And then try not to spit on the cake.
Oh my
yeah.
God. Can we stop blowing candles? I thought that stopped during COVID.
I thought
Why
like,
are we back
put
to...
it on its own special cupcake or.
I agree. Why are we blowing candles
I
out
went
again?
to a party recently. They brought out the big cake, and then they brought out a candle, like a Yankee candle in a glass, and they gave it to her, and she blew that out. And I was like, oh, that's really smart.
As a germaphobe, I am so about that. And I think that's why I don't eat birthday cake. Like, just the spittle
idea
all over it.
See, but
just
I
turns my stomach.
I like the idea and the visual of candles on the cake and burning and it's glowing. It's lights up a room right because you turn the lights off. It's beautiful. So I think maybe just a side single candle, but just like a plate and like wave them out.
Fan them out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me all the candles, but I'll wave them out. and not
Wave
blow
them
'em.
out.
Yeah.
I say you just get your own cake
I have to
or your
start.
own candle.
I'm 47. We're gonna have a smash cake on the side.
Yes, just
We
for
have
you.
to start a movement. Stop blowing the
smash
candles out.
cake.
I thought this ended, but we were somewhere recently, and I was like, "Oh, we're blowing candles out. We're back to
Yeah,
that."
I
It
thought
did
we
last-
ended that.
How did we
Yeah,
get
it
back to
lasted
that?
a little bit past like COVID and the quarantine.
I think people,
for a
yeah,
little bit, but I
they're
think
like quarantine's over.
Yeah.
Spit on your cake again.
Oh, that's. I mean, we really. Yeah, the hug too. We
Oh, my
missed.
cake.
Yeah. How did we get back to that? I don't know. That must stop. That must end. All right. Well, that's it for the birthday icebreakers.
Did you ever see right? Because you don't see those germs that are being blown on the cake.
Sometimes you do.
And I was just like, did you ever see when there was like a little thing of spittle going, and you're like, you can't
No,
see anything. You're
I'm
just like,
glad I've never seen it.
no, you gotta like hold off. No, I don't want any cake. And when they hand that one out, yeah, I'll have some cake. When they get to the other side, you have
You'll
to. Yeah.
notice I never eat
saw it, it's
birthday
like,
cake.
oh.
Never, ever, ever.
And it's because
So
of that.
gross to me. Yeah, I've
germs?
seen the spittle. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
I think if I saw it, that would be
Oh.
it for
It's
me.
like slow motion.
gross, gross, gross.
Yeah, I'll have the ice cream, thanks.
And also, like, if it was a store-bought cake, maybe. But like, who made the cake? Like, I don't know what their kitchen looks like. Like, I'm like that with like a potluck.
Oh,
I
I always
won't-
hated potluck
I
at
won't eat
work.
a potluck.
Oh yeah.
They loved potluck in the office.
I know,
But
I
you'd always
mean-
have like that. We had a lady in our office who was not very clean looking. She would bring in like cut up fruits and veggies, and I'd be like, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
nice
Well,
of
like, you
you.
know, like Susan has 5 cats, you know, and you know she's got her 5 cats because they're
Right.
all named and their pictures are on her desk. Like, they're probably crawling all around the kitchen. And,
Right, there's
like,
probably like hair.
Oh,
Yeah, no potlucks at the office.
I know. So we always used to have them, like football team used to have, and the cheer squad would always have like a potluck dinner with like the whole entire football team, and like, I mean, I would only.
Do you think like we've gotten worse like as time's gone on? Like 20 years ago, we didn't care about germs or we didn't know about germs. Like, and now all of a sudden we're like, no, I'm not doing that.
Oh, I've always cared about germs.
Like,
Do you
Like, it was
remember,
so
like,
acceptable.
I would only drink out of paper cups for like
Yes.
a long time.
even in your own house?
Yeah.
You didn't trust your mother to wash the cups.
It's a sickness. I'm a germaphobe, man.
my
I don't know.
gosh.
It's
So I have a-
just, I don't know.
different but similar sickness. We had. Do you remember those little cups that had the shrimp cocktail in it?
Yeah. You couldn't drink out of it.
I did not drink out of those things for years because I knew there were shrimp in there. They're like fluted glasses. They still sell them, and there's like little mini shrimp in the cocktail sauce in them.
Don't we have one of those cups?
I took one
The
from my
saucy.
yes.
Saucy is like the brand,
Yes.
right?
So I grabbed one.
S-A-U-S-E-A.
Yes, I did grab one, and I drink out of it now.
Yeah.
All
It's
these
about
years
long enough,
later.
yeah,
I
but-
remember that. You would not drink out
Yeah,
of
I'm
that
like,
glass.
nope. Okay.
Nope. Anything else?
Why
I
didn't you
would
want to
think,
drink out of it?
oh.
Because it had cocktail sauce in it?
And shrimp.
Wait, there was shrimp in it?
Yeah, it came with cocktail sauce and little tiny mini shrimp all in one. I guess you could just spin it up. Ugh.
Speaking, so you don't like shrimp?
Not cold, grilled, fried.
You do
all
shrimp.
that.
Do you like shrimp?
I love
She
shrimp.
loves the shrimp.
Okay, you're in luck because what's the flavor?
Oh, it's
Is
a shrimp flavored something?
Let's get into it. Let's get into flavor of the week. What's the flavor?
Oh, you're in
right.
trouble. But you eat it cooked.
What a great segue! You just segued right into that. I didn't even like
You're
have
welcome.
to say anything.
That's why you pay me the big bucks.
All
Yeah, like
right.
he'll eat like cooked shrimp, just not cold or raw. Or...
Oh,
Shrimp
an
with
Asian
chips.
prawn with the head on it.
shrimp chips.
Are they?
This is
French
from
fries?
our H Mart haul. Ruben and I
Are they
went
shrimp
to H Mart.
shaped chips?
Shrimp chips. You know, where's Jen Anson when you need her? She's fluent in Chinese. So
Who is?
Jen
Oh.
Anson, she would be able to translate
really?
this for us. Yes. There is
So you don't even know what we're about to eat?
I just know it's a shrimp and like a
It's a
chip, it looks like. So let's
Here we go.
get into it.
I think you should go
I don't even have a
first.
name of it.
Yeah, we don't even know. We don't even know what it's called.
Thank you, Ruben.
Super producer Ruben at the ready. Oh, Melissa, do you have a drink? I don't have a drink. I might die.
I have I think you should make John go first.
Don't smell it. Just put it.
Oh yeah, do you smell it? You have to smell it, right?
If you want, I would not recommend.
Is it? Oh, you wouldn't recommend smelling it, Ruben?
So
where
it's
are
a
you
light-
going?
Ruben,
Do not run away.
Looks like a light, airy, almost like a Funyun type of
I was gonna say,
consistency.
it
I'm
looks-
escaping this.
It looks very Funyun-like.
Onion texture.
It's got some texture.
Is this real shrimp?
Shrimpian.
Because I have an allergy, believe it or not.
Oh,
Jesus
we
Christ.
won't know because it's all in
mean,
Chinese.
I know. Where's Jen when you need her to translate?
They still
I
have that
don't know.
like translator thing on the. You just put your camera on it.
Perhaps. Don't chance it, Ruben.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't chance it.
I'll smell it though.
Go ahead and smell
No,
it.
what if you're allergic to
I
it?
can't eat it. I can smell it.
All right.
What does
Don't
it-
smell it.
does
I
it smell
smelled
bad?
It. I wish I didn't smell
Ooh.
it.
Just
I wish
threaten
I
it all.
didn't smell
Just
it.
eat it, the whole thing.
Okay.
Oh no, gosh, the
So-
smell is awful.
These are it. If
Well, not bad at
anybody out
all.
there understands
No,
language.
no,
It's terrible.
no.
Nothing in English on this.
Just
You know what
savory.
it? You know what
Except
it
for the numbers.
smells like?
It's very fishy.
It's you know what it smells
Yeah,
like?
those TikTok people.
Don't skip it past that.
Oh, there's the yeah.
The whole.
Oh, there it is.
You didn't taste it?
No.
As soon as I put it in my mouth, it was like straight fish.
It was very savory, and at the very end,
No,
I had two.
don't.
How
do
many
it.
did you eat?
Dreadful.
I had three. I
Oh.
did one,
Dreadful.
and the first one was just like a savory
Turn
chip.
around. You're mooning everybody. He
Oh,
does it every week. He loves it.
oh my God.
He loves it.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, very,
Well-
very shrimpy at the end.
I'm gonna tell you on the smell factor, it kind of made me look a little nauseated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
On
No,
the taste
it-
factor, it made me a little nauseated.
It
So.
smelled like goldfish food. Fish food.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad
That's
I-
what it reminded me of.
Oh,
Yeah, fish food.
okay.
Goldfish. I haven't had goldfish
Maybe
in a long
that's
time.
what. Yeah,
Okay,
because
I'm
I'm like
sorry.
eating, and I'm like, it reminds me of something like other than fish. It makes it
Should
like
have
if
gone
you were
with
gonna
the
eat fish food.
Olipop versus the poppy.
Yeah, what day is
Oh,
that?
we're coming back for that.
We
Come
get shrimp
back.
chips.
It's okay.
Shrimp chips.
We've done 2 rounds of the Olipop versus Poppy. We did the ginger lime versus their ginger lemon,
Oh.
and then we had the ginger ale.
And I think we have the vanilla, right? Is it vanilla?
Oh yeah, vanilla.
Who's
peaches
winning?
And cream.
Peaches and cream.
The Barbie. The Barbie one.
Barbie one. Peaches and cream.
Who's
That
winning?
wasn't too bad.
The Barbie one was the only one that you could possibly get down. I mean, the
Yeah.
others
Oh,
were vile, absolutely vile.
ginger ale was bad. Like that's
Yeah,
pretty.
I love ginger ale.
I think it was the ingredients
Yeah.
they put into it because one of them tasted
Vile.
like Benadryl or something.
Oh.
It was so
Yeah.
bad.
Is it because they're like no sugar, right? So they're using like sugar substitute.
And the
You can use
probiotic-
substitutes, it could still be good.
I mean, it just had the notes of like apple cider vinegar.
Oh,
it's
right,
just-
because it is.
yes.
They both have
Yeah.
probiotic,
They
right?
have
They're
apple
supposed to
cider
be
vinegar.
I just think
healthy.
like some of the
Yeah,
herbs probably didn't mix
just-
well with the ginger ale.
I
You know, some
really
herbs and flavors.
want to
Yeah.
try the cola. They've got the vintage colas.
vintage
I
cola.
found the Olipop, but I need to find the Poppy Cola because like I really want to try those. But I have all the flavors, so maybe
You can drink the soda and eat the shrimp chips.
No.
It'll be a great combo.
I hate to say it, but we
So-
have to
so
throw
what is
those
your-
out.
what is it-
They're bad.
So was it a 1 for everybody?
It's 0. I
Zero.
had a
Zero.
1. Smelled
No,
like
it-
goldfish food.
Yeah, we just ate goldfish food.
Yeah,
I wish
that
I
was
Maybe you
Translate
vile.
that, but
you can bring those.
See what it smells like.
Bring the. You want me to smell the whole bag? Oh my
I
god.
can't smell it. It made me a little
can't-
nauseated.
It smells like fish food.
Why did you do that?
Well, I did it for the
Do it for the
science
pod.
of it.
Do
Do
it
it
for
for
the
the
Did
pod.
it. She did it for the views.
You can take this
did it for the
to
likes.
Cameron's goldfish.
Yes.
Nemo, I think his name
you
is,
know-
and
Nemo
crunch him
too.
up.
You
But-
know, Nemo won.
Oh,
I'm gonna say
He's
this.
not watching it.
I
watching.
did.
No,
I
he's
did
not.
hear
he's not.
about it.
I'm gonna approach this on a non-biased approach.
Uh huh.
If you, because you know, in a lot of Asian countries,
Yeah.
they eat much anything. I mean, other animals that are considered pets here and stuff like
Correct,
that.
like
for real.
dogs, yeah.
And this is for real. Cat and dogs.
Oh, poor Miss
I just
Kitty.
called that Tracy.
Yeah.
Meow.
Oh.
Oh,
And I would think because a lot of Asian people eat a lot of seafood, so maybe this is why more.
Right, yeah.
They have a lot of shrimp
Right.
flavored
And
things.
if
Yeah.
you like I call them the cockroach of the sea.
I do. I do like.
delicious.
I do love
They're
a
delicious.
shrimp.
Yeah.
I love a shrimp cocktail.
I love a good shrimp cocktail.
You may see Dan likes. I call him Dan, didn't
Yeah, John.
I? Sorry, John.
oh, that's, I've been called worse.
I'm sorry, John. It's been a long day.
Yeah, it
I
has.
apologize.
That's okay.
It's been a long week.
I don't even
but-
think the fish will eat those.
Probably, who knows? Maybe
I
not.
wonder, like, how popular do you think those are?
And
like-
this is Korean. I don't think it's Chinese.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah. So.
Look, I would like to ask
those
someone
guys
who's
will-
Korean if, like,
Yeah.
this
Skip
is a
that
real
in
food
H-Mart,
that they
kids.
eat.
skip that in the aisle in
And I think
H-Mart.
this is the last thing from H-Mart, right?
Yeah, that
That's
concludes
it.
our H-Mart haul.
H-Mart. Wow, it took us almost half the year.
Yeah, we need to find somewhere else.
Find somewhere
maybe,
else.
other than H-Mart.
Give it another whirl.
But that was fun.
That's fine.
Now, what is your level of spice tolerance
Oh.
in cuisine? What's your level of spice? Are you
Mild.
spicy, mild, spicy, on fire, or inferno?
I would say spicy.
Spicy. Really
Yeah.
want to have a seat. Are you gonna have a
Yeah.
seat?
I would
Take a
say
seat.
mild spice.
Mild.
I like was it after spicy?
We have
On fire?
are you mild, spicy, on fire, or inferno?
I think on fire.
Oh.
On fire.
On
fire.
fire.
Yeah, as long as
I
there's
can-
flavor with it.
I can do on fire.
Well, see, that's my issue. Like, are you making
Yeah.
it spicy just to make it hot and spicy, or is it like adding flavor? Because if it's adding flavor, then I can go spicy.
Okay, this is so funny. Have you heard of the Buldak ramen? It's like viral on TikTok. It's a
No.
brand called Buldak ramen noodles.
Buldak ramen?
Yeah, and we got them
Oh, yeah.
from H-Mart. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We did.
You've had it before.
Were they?
Buldak
No,
ramen.
you didn't have it before. You know why? They
Actually,
are
I'm going to sit on the other side so we can face us all, so you don't have to.
they are
your head around.
atomic hot. Like it comes with
This is
this
live TV,
packet of it comes with the packet of like this chili
Piece of
sauce.
salt.
And Cole put the whole thing. Allie did this too. Allie made it. She put the whole thing in there,
Oh,
and like it's just completely inedible. It's so spicy. It is
yeah.
absolute inferno.
Well, I have to
spice.
say, like, I like spicy, and I even like Inferno occasionally, but I have to have like a smoothie with it or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I can do it, but not all the time. And I got a little story on that too. You know the Holla brothers, right? The Holla guys.
Yeah.
Well, in New York, they used to have they still have the street cards and everything like that. And I got the red sauce, and it wasn't that spicy, so I was like, yeah, just put it on there. It was great, right? So I go to Holla guys in Lawrenceville. The guy goes, how many lines? And I go, 3 or 4.
Cover it. Cover it.
Because
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's the same thing in New York, right? That super enhanced spicy. And I tell you, when I ate that,
You start sweating.
I think it was beyond infernal.
Were you crying?
I was crying, and it was all in the rice and on my falafel, and I was like, oh, I think I gave it to someone on the street.
Oh man! Kill somebody
Have
else.
this. Do you need some
right?
I was like, I told him, I went back there, he goes, because I remember I said, dude, you didn't say nothing, you just looked at me like if I was sure, but you didn't say that it was really spicy, you know? And I was like, man, you should have said that, you know, like the one in New York was different than the one in the Holla guys, because I was like, I was crying.
You had too much confidence when he
I
asked
was
for
just
it.
gonna
say he
I
thought you were
He
very
didn't know about the red sauce.
confident.
It's
He was
probably
like,
like,
oh,
you know about it, so
about
you
this.
know.
Know about it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, whew. Now you have to understand too, there's 2 types of spicy. There's a sweet spicy, and there's hot spicy. So you could like a lot of spicy stuff, but a sweetness to it.
And there's also
And then
like
there's
a
the
wasabi spicy, which is like a fast.
Yeah.
Like it does
Yeah.
fast. And then
Yeah.
there's like from a really hot like chili pepper
Pepper.
where it
Yeah.
just lingers
Well,
and
you know
like you're dying.
There's a debate. You have the ghost pepper, the Carolina hot pepper,
The Reaper.
the Reaper, and there's one from India.
Jamaican Scotch bonnet, no?
Oh yeah, the Jamaican Scotch bonnet.
They're low though.
Are they?
Are they low?
Are you
n-
low on
not
the
for normal
Scoville
humans.
scale?
Not for normal.
But Carolina Reaper is
Yeah.
above it.
And there's one in India that's
Ghost?
Really,
Is that the Ghost?
is the Indian one ghost pepper? I know there's one that's it's like an Indian hot pepper. It's supposed to be really hot.
There was like within the last year, it came out. Somebody just made like in the last maybe 8 to 10 months.
Oh, they made a new.
Yeah, and they gave the numbers like
Blue
on the
pepper?
Scoville scale. I'm like,
Oh, I didn't know
it's
about
inedible.
that.
Like
Oh, yeah.
you
But
could die.
It's been growing for a long time. Like India has like this really hot, spicy pepper, and I think it's going to the Carolina maybe, but it's supposed to be like one of the hottest, in the world. So it's debatable between those three and the Jamaican hot spot, probably, like that one. But you have to like try them all and see which one's the hottest.
Right,
Yeah.
and it's so I tried. I think it was the Cranberry Festival
Yeah.
in Bordentown this past fall.
Uh-huh.
This guy was selling like hot sauce, sprinkle like powders and stuff.
Oh, the powder. Okay.
Hot
And
sauce
it-
powder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
a
seasoning,
rub?
spicing, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so I tasted it, and he had it on like plain popcorn, and he sprinkled his different things on it. And I
Oh.
had one that was like, oh, this is really good.
Spicy
And
Yeah.
I tried one, I'm like, oh, and it had a kick,
Uh-huh.
but it was a lot of flavor to it.
Okay.
And it was like these peppers, like Jamaican yelling, screaming peppers or something. Like it's a specific thing. He grows them, and it's a local guy.
Oh. Okay.
And like with garlic, and maybe an onion, and like a touch of salt.
Okay. That sounds
Perfect.
good.
I put it on eggs, sandwiches, pizza sometimes, and
Put
it's
that shit on everything.
Yes, he does.
and it's a nice heat. It fades quick because it's not doesn't have the oils like a live like a whole pepper would have,
right.
Like a fresh pepper. So it goes away, and there's flavor to it. As long as there's flavor to it, like
Right.
I
That's
don't
the
mind.
thing too. If it's hot, it's one thing, but it has to have flavor.
Yeah.
It has to have that boldness and flavor into it. It just can't be just hot. just
Hot to be
because.
hot.
And there's a difference. If someone
like,
says,
that's
"Oh,
not good.
this is really hot. Will you eat this?" No, not that
Yeah.
one chip challenge. Like that's too much. But like
Yeah.
this is really hot. Will you taste it? Sure, I'll try it. But like here's a meal, like a steak that's that hot. Like
Right.
I'm not going to enjoy a whole meal with it.
Right.
But I can eat something
Right.
like one or two bites really hot.
Right, exactly. I remember one time I went on a date with this one girl, and she was a nurse, and we went to an Indian restaurant. She was like, we should go try this Indian restaurant in Plainsboro, right? So we go to it, and she kept bugging me like, is it spicy? I said, well, yeah, it's Indian food. She goes, I
Yeah.
never really had Indian food. But if you don't want it spicy, they'll make something special for you.
Right,
It's a
right.
little,
They
you know,
usually ask.
Yeah, it might be a little bit more because they have to cook it separate, but yes. So, and I told her spicy, right? And look at me, right? My complexion, everything like that. Walk into an Indian restaurant, right? So, walk into the Indian restaurant. She asked the maitre d', yeah, is the food here spicy? And the guy looked at me like,
You
Please
didn't
tell
tell
her.
Didn't tell her.
Please tell her.
so I'm gonna fast forward because I don't keep it too long. So we go sit down. We get the food and everything. Now I can eat Indian food and have the chai tea without the milk in it, and drink as a spicy chai tea. I can do it, And I told her specifically, I said, I'm gonna order you the mango masala, right? And drink that a little bit of that before you eat the food because it could be a little spicy, but it'll be gentle in your stomach, right? Because it's yogurt and mango. So she ordered the chai tea too. And I said, are you sure? She says, yeah. I said, I don't think you should, right? She said, well, you said it's not that spicy. I said, yeah, but I said, wait till you get, and I'll tell you what's spicy. Because for me, my spiciness might be a different level than yours.
Yeah.
So she goes, no. So we get the food. We sit down at the table. We start eating the food. So I'm eating the food. I'm drinking the chai tea, eating the food. She goes, follows me to the tea, drinks the chai tea. My God!
Wait,
How do you do that?
chai tea is spicy?
They have a spicy, chai tea, but it's not, it's like a tea.
I
But
love
it's a,
chai
but,
tea.
But it's a little
but I know
spicy.
I don't like chai
Spicy.
tea.
Yeah.
You don't?
No, I think it's like
It's not a high spicy. It's a really low, mild spicy.
I don't like the flavor of it.
Yeah.
There's like a
Yeah.
live spice something in
Yeah,
there.
but it's
I don't
not like-
cardamom. I think it's cardamom.
Yeah,
I don't
but
like.
it's like so gentle. You know, it's like like it just gives you that little kick to it. But it's not to the point where. But she looked at me like she just got.
You're
like,
trying to kill her on the first
First
date.
date,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever go back for Indian food again?
Nope.
Did you have a second date?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good. Well, we should have the second
It didn't
date.
last too long.
We should got that going for you.
Yeah.
So, did anybody have a WTF moment this week, where you were just like, "What the f"? I'll tell you mine while you're thinking of
Yeah.
yours.
Go.
I think do I have to change my email address? This is like recently I've been getting so many comments about my email address. It's Hotmail, and like the looks I get, or like they'll stop
like,
and be
"What?"
like, Hotmail. That's like AOL. Like everybody's cracking on my email address, and I didn't think it was that big of a deal. But
I
it's
always
like,
get weird looks
Yeah.
about my email address.
what, are you Hotmail as well?
No, I'm Ymail, which is part of Yahoo. But it's not
Oh.
Yahoo. It's literally just like the letter Y, mail.com.
I
Wait,
never
so
heard
then
of
what are the
Ymail.
cool kids? What's the cool kids' email address now?
Gmail.
Gmail?
Everybody's
Well,
got Gmail.
gotta go
Do I have to
Gmail?
I
change
have
to a
Verizon,
Gmail?
so-
I feel very old.
I have Hotmail,
Like,
and I get that kind of look or hesitation, like at a store, like, "Oh, what's your email?" Like
Well, don't feel
Hotmail.
bad.
They're like,
You know what?
it's not even
Yeah.
in the.
They're like, "Oh,
Trump
boomer."
there.
Let me tell you this. For
Boomer.
one, it really shouldn't matter as long as you get the message. And number two, if you want to pay connotations on this, anybody who still has Earthlink.
Oh my gosh.
a good friend of mine
Anybody have that?
has an email, Netscape.
Oh,
Net is his
Netscape.
email.
That's
a
Yes.
thing.
And he is proud of that. He will never change that. Or go
All
away
right,
from
well
it.
then I'm not gonna
So,
change mine.
no.
Hotmail
No.
it is. I don't care, but I do like giggle every time I like see an AOL email.
I was just
I'm
going to
like,
say, do people
oh,
still have
that's-
AOL?
They do. A lot of people still
Well,
have AOL.
You know, Verizon bought AOL
Did they?
servers.
Oh.
Yeah, because I have Verizon, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, what happened was Verizon gave up their email server because it was too much to handle. So since AOL already had the setup, they bought it for like so many billions of dollars. So
For the
yeah,
Guys-
one day I just had
technology.
to transition. So now I have to actually go to AOL to
True
check my
Oh my
email.
God.
story. One of my work emails like doesn't recognize AOL. Like I can't send an email to somebody that has an
someone has-
AOL address. It will not send.
Tells you use
Really?
a valid email address. Like this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
not
like it
real.
will
No,
not
this
send.
isn't
I'll get like
real.
undeliverable like response. Like
Oh.
I'm like, are you serious? Like, is Hotmail next? Hotmail. I might be next.
Funny story about
I might have to
Hotmail.
change
So
my
in
email.
college,
You got mail.
playing football, we had to like study hall as freshmen, so we had to be in the library.
Uh-huh.
And back then, they had the computer lab.
Yeah.
And so we're down there and we're just playing on the computer. We're supposed to be studying. And there's like a kid from in town was in there and he's on the computer, like, and just looking, right, just the old rows of computers. So I glance over and this kid's on something hotmail.com. I'm like, what is this kid looking at on here?
What is
like
he
he's at a
doing?
library computer. He's on a website called Hotmail. I'm like, what the hell is this kid doing?
Oh, you thought it was like something
Yeah.
inappropriate.
Yes. And it's just email.
Triple X
I was like,
Hotmail.
oh, okay. I don't know where
Like,
my
not
mind
safe for
is.
work, buddy.
Yeah.
I love you.
Turn that off,
Damn
sir.
kids.
Can you imagine that if you sign up to a porn site and you're at work and you type it in and it pops up that it goes,
You got Pornhub mail.
Well, guys, I used to work for a builder, and I sold like a 55 and over community, and I would have to do comps of the other communities around us. So I typed in adult communities, and then things that came up.
That
and
must
then
have been interesting.
like my work laptop got a virus.
oh,
And when I opened it up the next day, what popped up, you would not believe, and I couldn't close it. Like it was, I had to call IT. The
Oh.
IT
I
guy
was really just Googling
had
adult
to come
communities. That's
rescued
it.
me. And yeah, I was so embarrassed and horrified to like show him that and tell him like how I got there and like
This is what I
why.
searched for.
But I mean, it was a true story. I don't know if he believed me or not, but God's honest truth. Like I was searching
was like,
adult
"Ma'am, stop
communities
doing that
to do my
at work."
comps.
Oh, yeah. But you know, believe it or not, there used to be there was a porno site. It was on the news. They copied whitehouse.org, and people were looking in. I think it's whitehouse.com or something like that. So the common thing was, since the government didn't buy .com, they bought it, so people automatically said they're going
wow.
to WhiteHouse.com.
Oh, and they were just being like pushed to this porn site.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
That is
And
something
funny.
else.
We got you, Bill Clinton.
Well, guys, look at the time. It's time to go.
Oh, is that
Oh,
ready? Okay.
we're out of time.
Well, give me a second,
We're out of
because
time.
I have to do the closing.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll hop out and play our outro. But guys, thanks for joining tonight.
Yeah, thanks
That
for
was
having us.
Fun.
We'll do it another night. I'll have you on for a poppy challenge.
Yes.
Yeah,
Although,
maybe-
I don't know, you were describing it. I don't know,
said
it
it-
sounds good.
Well, I'm sure like some of the flavors sound good, like the strawberry lemonade. And,
Yeah.
like, some others.
I'm
that I
so
could
surprised
say.
at like even the basic flavors like ginger ale. You would think, okay, that would be
Right,
good.
Thinking about ginger ale is so good on its own. Like,
Right.
how do
Maybe
you
adding all that other
replicate
stuff
that,
like
you know?
takes away from it.
Yeah, I had high hopes for it though, but it was no good. But I know the cola's not gonna be, what.
Yeah, I would not have high hopes for the cola.
We'll do the cola, and then I'll bring like a good flavor one on for you too, to balance it out. But thanks for being good sports with the shrimp chips. They were dreadful, awful.
Yeah, they were bad.
No show, no live next week, guys. No live stream. I'm away. I'm on vacation, and we'll see you in the week after that. I don't know what the date is, but we'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
At 14 to today. Yes.
Thank you for watching WTF with Tracy and Friends. WTF with Tracy and Friends is brought to you courtesy of Hamilton Radio. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and tune back in next Wednesday with another episode of WTF with Tracy and Friends. The most fun you can have on a Wednesday with your clothes on